Hi everybody, Bunny Berry here, 100-day raw food challenge, and I am back. Thank you so much for all of the light and love and everything that you sent to me over the 4th of July weekend. I was trying to make some hard decisions in my life that I have made and that I think all of you are going to be excited about. So, as you guys know, I am the raw foodist who talks about things like being on antidepressants, taking sleeping medication, all that kind of stuff. Well, I have decided that in order to try to bring myself to the next level of cleanliness, I have been reading Dr. Younger's book, Clean, that I am going to be weaning myself under medical supervision off of all of my antidepressants and all of the drugs that I use in order to help me sleep. So, you know how like when you see me sometimes and my face is all puffy? Yeah, that's drugs. That's drugs talking. Or you get little chins, that's the drugs. So instead of taking my usually prescribed medication, I am weaning myself off, and then I am going to be using exercise, acupuncture, meditation, whatever it takes, whatever works for me to help combat my depression and also to help boost my life back to being the best life that it can be. So I was really, really down. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, you know. Because when you get in this cycle, you get into a cycle of you have to take one drug and then you have side effects of that drug, and so you end up having to take another drug in order to alleviate the side effects of that drug. So when I went on antidepressants, I did it when I was pregnant after postpartum after my son. And I do believe that at the time I probably did need that medication because I was kind of blank. Like I wasn't happy and I wasn't sad. I was kind of like, oh, here's the baby, need to feed the baby. You know, I was just kind of blank. So I probably did need it. Soon after that, I left Honolulu, and I also left the doctor who had prescribed the medication to me. And this is something that I think happens, is that we end up moving or switching around from doctor to doctor, and our medical history gets misplaced, and it gets spread out over multiple locations where we've lived, and so you can't see. It's not like good old Doc Baker they used to see in the Ingalls, back in the days of the Ingalls, where you could see everything that had happened to somebody on one chart. So when I got to where I am now, I told my psychiatrist that I was taking an antidepressant, so he just kept prescribing it for me. Then, oh, I have some trouble sleeping. Okay, here's Ambien. Well, I have trouble sleep eating. Okay, here's Klonopin. And I realized that I just keep using more and more drugs to mask the symptoms of the depression that may or may not still be there from postpartum. Now, I've always had depression in my life, and I've always had it in my family, but I've always been able to treat it through talk therapy and through art and other methods. So I'm going back there. I'm going back to a 100% drug-free, clean lifestyle. Now, while you guys may be excited about that, I know that my family is not necessarily excited about that, so we'll see how that goes. Today I did take half of my normal dose of antidepressant. I'm starting to feel the zzz. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've ever gone off of antidepressants. But over the next over the rest of this challenge, I'm going to be weaning off. And then our next challenge, you guys are in for it, because I'm going to be including exercise, planning, and we're going to have full-blown workbook, and you guys are going on a 100-day journey with me that is going to give you results, happiness. We're going to boost your serotonin levels, and we're going to go places that you've never been before. I'm not exactly sure when that challenge is going to start, but as soon as I know, I will let you know. So that's kind of my big announcement, and why I needed all of your light and energy in order to make that decision, because that's a hard decision to make. It's a hard decision to make, to go off of the medications that, whether they're prescribed by your doctor or not, that you have been relying on in order to get by day to day. So yeah, that's what is going on. So, oh, happy day. Over the next couple of weeks, if you see me, it's probably just a brain zap, and I'll be okay. I am doing this under medical supervision, and I'm also going to have my hormones checked and my neurotransmitters checked to see if there might be some vitamins, minerals, and other good stuff that I might be deficient in, so I'll let you know how that goes too. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I hope that at some point, if you're able to, that you can also go off of your prescription drugs. I know I have, ever since going raw. I have, not taking cholesterol medication. I have gone off of heartburn medication. So it is possible to go off some of your medications as your body starts healing itself and becoming more healthy. So I hope the same thing for you. Of course, I'm open to all feedback. Thank you so much for all of your emails and comments. I haven't gotten back to all of them yet, and I may not by the end of this week. But if you did send me an email, I'll try to email you back. Okay. Mwah. I love you guys. Eat your veggies.